Against the 2023 general election, the APC National Youth Leader Honorable Dayo Israel set up a high-level work group in support of youth aspirants in the party. While addressing the press today at the APC Secretariat Abuja, Honorable Dayo Israel said that the importance of this committee is to bring together young people of the party who are in various senior positions to influence and pave way for young people in public space.
Joining us today at the press conference and reporting of the high-level working group on youth inclusion in the 23 election set up by the Office of the National Youth Leader of the All Progressive Congress. When the new NWC was elected on the 26th of March 2022, our mandate was to do things differently and promote the interest of our party. And our office, the Office of the National Youth Leader, took that mandate very seriously. And we know that this is an election year, so we had a commitment to ensure that we can increase the number of young people, according to our party constitution, 40 years and below, who were running or participating in this election. As a result of that, we set up this high-level working group on youth inclusion in the 2023 election that is composed of some of the best minds that this country has produced so far in the youth sector. The committee or the working group is chaired by one of our own, Engineer Ahmed Salijo Ahmed, the Director General and the Managing Director of the Nigerian Rural Identification Agency, who is the co-chair of this high-level working group. She is joined as a co-chair on the working group by Mrs. Sholakwe Agagu Amont, not just the daughter of the former governor of Ondo State, Governor Agagu, but also a special advisor to the governor of Lagos State on sustainable development goal. Other members of the high-level working group is Mr. Wale Abodjeri, who is the special assistant to the president on NGO matters. We also have Mrs. Gini Kator, who is also a federal commissioner on the Federal Character Commission. We also have on the high-level working group Mr. Amza, who is the special assistant to the special advisor to the Speaker of the House of Representatives on migration and IDP. We have Dr. Ibrahim, who is the president of the World Weightlifting Federation, Nigerian Weightlifting Federation. We also have on the group other eminent leaders, young leaders who are taking key roles in the Nigerian government in general. And of course, the committee has as the secretary Miss Moremi Ojudu, daughter of the special advisor to the president, Senator Babafemi Ojudu, and also a very strong woman who is this essay to the Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, and Ms. Amaka Lawrence, and other members of the technical committee, like Mr. Michael over there. And what we have done with the high-level working group is to bring together young people of our party who are in very senior positions, like even Zakari Ahmed, who is the essay to the president on infrastructure, to use their influence, their powers, and their connection and their access to be able to pave way for other young people in public office. So one of the things that we have done, which the chairperson of the committee will be really now, is to begin to engage policymakers and lobby for positions directly from the power brokers in the state, including governors of some states and other power brokers, to ensure that we can increase the participation of young people. And I'm delighted at the progress that they have made, which Engineer Salijo Ahmed is going to be really now to us here. And so the purpose of this gathering is for them to give an account to the young people of Nigeria on the progress of that high-level working group, including the other committee that was recently created, which is the steering committee for the presidential engagement with all our aspirants, which will now focus on the presidential candidate of our party. We want to be able to know what the candidate of our party that emerges from the primary would have for with the youth of Nigeria. And so there are different activities that we have introduced in the youth wing to ensure that we can begin to mainstream the voices of young people of our party and make sure that the youths of this party are not taken for granted. You will recall my speech at the house of at the Aso Rock Villa in the presence of the First Lady and governors and all our aspirants, that the youth of our party will not be used to snatch ballot boxes this year, We're not going to be used to perpetrate electoral violence in this election, but we are going to get a seat at the table and play a critical role in this electoral process. And we're going to produce members of the House of Assembly, we're going to produce deputy governors, we're going to produce speakers of parliament, members of the House of Reps, members of the Senate by the grace of the Almighty God. And we're believing by the grace of God that the next administration of the APC will be totally youth-friendly, and our advocacy is to have 70% of the coming administration in appointments and cabinet for young people, either young men or young women.
The other members of the committee are Honorable Ibrahim Hamza, Member House of Representatives; Hamed Rufai Zakari, Special Advisor to the President on Infrastructure; Honorable Ginika, Federal Commissioner, Federal Character Commission; Mr. Wale Abodori, Special Advisor to the President on NGOs; Moremi Ojudu, SSA to the Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly and Working Committee Secretary, and many more. The high-level working committee, which has been co-chaired by the Managing Director of Nigerian Rural Electrification Agency, Ahmed Salijo, and the Special Advisor to the Lagos State Government on SDGs and Investment, Sholakwe Hammond, is being saddled with the responsibility to strengthen the participation of young people in the political process. Subscribe to Solution Television Network, STN, for more news updates.